Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WCA American Qualifiers. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. It is our potentially last game of the night between Void Boys as well as Summer's Rift. Already we have that 1-0 advantage. I'm Mott. With me today is Trouf. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. Feeling good. That was a good match. It was fun to watch.
Absolutely. And highly unexpected, I might add, too, as well. You might think that, okay, the game goes a bit longer. Maybe Void Boys somehow edge it out in the end. But to have that, 20, 30-minute crushing lead, transition into a full set of racks and then into the game at that point in time. Ridiculous.
Yeah, they had a really nice draft, and I was mentioning that EHUC had a kind of similar draft, if you remember, when they had the SF mid, and they had the gyrocopter as well in the safe lane, and they had a good amount of farm on the SF too, but they didn't play it as aggressively when they got that mech. And the difference is Void Boys did. They got a mech up onto Shadow Fiend. They were aggressive. Their support combo of the Lina and SD, I suspected that was going to be strong, and it was.
Yes.
I really liked how that worked out.
The spam ability was there. The rocket barrage, which he didn't even level up, was absolutely fantastic. But with that being said, we are going to jump right into the draft here for this second game, and this is very important. There's no lower bracket. There is, right now, Void Boys have this 1-0 advantage. If they win this game, they'll move on. They'll play Na'Vi tomorrow in a best-of-3 series. Summer's Rift, sitting down 0-1, they have to find a good draft for them. They have to find something that works, because that last draft, even with Undying and Wyvern, you talked about it. You said maybe it was too much to have both on the same team. We didn't see Demon rotate early on, and I think that also cost them a lot of early game pressure and gold, and they just lost towers after tower. It became really big. It was a real big issue right at the start there from Summer's Rift.
I think it's just easy to quickly chalk it up to not utilizing Undying as an aggressive support. The Jug pick and the Beastmaster pick. I think those two picks were pretty bad, to put it bluntly. Maybe and that comes back to, are they not comfortable with picking? I know that BSJ likes to play, for instance, Huskar, which is, I think, pretty good in this patch, right? I mean, it's a run-and-cheat kind of hero.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait and see what else they want as their one-position carry. So bans are very similar. This time, actually, Champions of Summer's Rift, even though with the first pick they forego the Undying and actually ban it out.
Yes.
So maybe they just don't feel comfortable playing it.
That seems to be the case. I mean, if last game was any indication, I think you're absolutely right. It just didn't seem to be the hero they wanted. It didn't seem to be the hero that was working out for them. I don't know really what, they're going to go for here. They have Wyvern again if they wanted to. Maybe they pick up another strong support with that hero. They could go for any. Their Weight of Pain is available. I don't know. Actually, Moppex might know. Was it banned or picked last game at all? Moppex?
Well, it definitely wasn't picked, but...
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Whoa, that's a Crystal Maiden first overall.
Wow.
I do like her, though. I think she's strong, man.
You could get that pick, 5th pick, if you really wanted it.
Well, there's... Yeah, I mean, that's always the case, but sometimes you want to pick in a certain manner, in a certain order, so that you're masking... Like, if you really want to mask your offlaner, or if you really want to make sure you mask your safe lane carry, it just depends on what you want to hide from the other team, basically. Yeah. But anyway, regardless, I still like the hero. I still think she's quite strong. But Void Boys go with something similar. Gyrocopter Lina. I think they actually did the same exact thing.
They did. That was their first 2 picks last game.
I think you banned Shadow Demon, man. I really think you banned Shadow Demon against them. I would be surprised to not see a Shadow Demon ban up in the second phase.
I agree with you. I think Shadow Demon is... They showed that they could run that hero, and they can run it well. Sand King going to come out for Champions of Summer's Rift. I love Demon Sand King. I think it's fantastic. It's one of his heroes that he does the most. Like any hero that could just kind of keep running at people, get stuns out or slows out, and proceed to just chunk heroes down with burst damage. I think that is the essence of Demon, especially as a support player. And he can get off to a fast start, getting a Blink Dagger in the jungle, moving away from there. They have 2 supports that could head to the jungle if necessary, with Crystal Maiden obviously having the Frostbite, Sand King having the Sandstorm. So I think that's... And as you mentioned, this was not a huge surprise, but this is what you need. Shadow Demon ban out coming from
Summer's
Rift.
It was just way too good. They were way too good with that hero. I'm actually almost even surprised they didn't pick up Shadow Demon over, Gyro. But, I mean, this is still fine. This is still okay. They can also still pick Lina from mid if they want to. There's still other heroes that can do well in combination with Lina, like Venge to set it up, or any kind of slow. But the Shadow Demon was... I mean, yeah, the setup was great, But really, it was the defensive disruptions. I'm wondering if even they go for, like, all right, well, we don't have Shadow Demon disruption. Maybe we go for, like, Graves.
Yes.
With Dazzle.
Yes. We saw that last night.
Oh, God, it was so good.
Miss Ko played so damn good.
Not the best setup for Lina stuns, but like I've said before, that's overrated.
No.
She can hit stuns on her own.
Yeah, she doesn't need that. I think even a slow from Poison Touch is enough for an LSA to hit. That
Sure.
radius is big now. I don't really think there's much of an issue. Void Boys seem to be competent enough to hit LSAs on their own. They're big boys. They can do it.
They're Void Boys.
They're Void Boys, that's right. They're big buff Void Boys. And of course they have now another ban coming through as well. They already got the Anti-Mage ban out, which I think is pretty nice. Anti-Mage seems to be a pretty good hero this patch.
Yeah.
We've seen some success with him recently, but smart ban.
Yep. And so a lot of options for Summer's Rift. I imagine, well, they could go offlane Sand King, actually. I mean, we're talking about how Demon could play that as a 4 position, but still pretty good as an offlaner. I don't know how much he would get, though, if it is going to be a support Lina with a Gyrocopter as a 1 again. Pretty damn scary safe lane, if you ask me.
Yes.
Storm banned out. I think that's really smart from Summer's Rift. They banned out nicely against Brax. 2 of his favorite, arguably best heroes, being the Zeus and the Storm Spirit now banned out. So we'll see what else he can maybe go for.
He was very comfortable on those heroes in the last patch, and that's where I think a lot of us have been saying he's been looking so good. Brax in the last game, he got trounced, honestly. That mid lane was rough. Shadow Fiend versus Puck, he had vastly inferior farm to the Shadow Fiend, which isn't super unexpected.
There was First Blood experience, and there was also the bounty rune for him. So he was like level 1.5 to start, and then he got level 2 immediately, which is just hard to deal with for a hero that's already so good in the mid lane.
I'm loving this Queen of Pain pick for multiple reasons. It's been picked and banned in almost every game, if not every game, for a reason. And it's one of those heroes that can deal with spam. It can deal with some of the damage coming out, and more importantly than anything else, it can dish it out with Sonic Wave, especially you go Aghanims first. Now you've got spam of your own with Scream of Pain, Sonic Wave. You blink it and out. They have a lot of catch potential with the Sand King as well, and the CM.
Yeah, Sand King and Quapper is a really nice combination in general.
Yep.
Setting 2 double burrow strikes up with nice Sonic Wave plus extra spam from the Scream. It's a really great combo. So that's nice. It's also heroes that, if you have an Aghanims, or even if you don't, and you don't have to use the ulti, just using Blink Stun with Sand King and then Blink Scream from Quap. These are low cooldown abilities, and you can use them frequently. So.
Right.
And Leshrac picked up for Void Boys. Could be the mid lane Leshrac, actually. I think they were pretty comfortable on having that Gyrocopter in the safe lane. Lina was played phenomenally as a support. So, yeah, could be a mid lane Leshrac, which is actually pretty damn good against Quap.
I'm a big fan of the Leshrac coming out. The Lina obviously could go mid as well. There's a lot of options here for Void Boys. The Spirit Breaker 4th pick for Summer's Rift. Man, this patch is weird. I don't know what's happening half the time, but this is even more catch potential, even more initiation potential, and you could easily clean up heroes with a jump in with the Spirit Breaker, Queen of Pain jumps in, Sand King jumps in, then suddenly a hero's dead, it's just gone.
I wonder what Void Boys want to do. I think they need to do at least one of 2 of these things. One, ward up Sand King's jungle. I really feel like stopping his blink, his fast blink this game is going to do wonders for their team. Reason being, in early to mid game engagements, Void Boys has a ton of damage. Lesh, Bane, Lina, Gyro, these heroes all just have so much damage output. So if the way to stop that is to just get a fast blink on Sand King and then Sonic Wave, like I said, from Queen of Pain. But if you stop that blink dagger from coming up at a relatively fast clip, then he's not nearly as effective. The other way to do that is to just go aggro tri-lane, which they could do too. It's a little bit more risky, but they could do that because CM is not the greatest in aggro tri-lane. She's very slow. She does have good damage, but she's quite slow.
Yep.
Sand King's pretty awful in tri-lane. She's not very good.
I mean, you want to be able to get... Well, first of all, the range of Sand King's Burrow Strike is just not great.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, you want to be in that jungle, you want to be able to get up your farm, you want to be able to get the Blink Dagger. That's where you're really effective.
Darkseer. Oh, God. Didn't see that coming.
Void Boys, they seem to have a plan. And so now the draft has come together. It looks like it will be Lina Bane support with Gyrocopter safe lane again. Leshrac mid, Darkseer off lane?
I think so, yeah.
That sounds right.
I mean, Bane Lina is also... I mean, we talked about trying to find a hero to set up things nicely for Lina. Bane can certainly do that with a sleep. And then Slark picked up, all right, well, BSJ gets his hero, and it works out nicely at 6.84.
Yeah,
So,
this is
really good against Bane, by the way.
Yes.
Fantastic against Bane.
Yep. Dark Pact, obviously, getting catch potential on Bane, very nice as well. BSJ, this is, like you said, his hero. And I think this is a lot more of a comfortable draft for Summer's Rift. This is going back to the last patch. This is kind of what they played. Undying and Witcher Wyvern, those weren't the heroes they were really going for before. Obviously, CM hasn't been picked up too much for them, but at the same time, it's still a familiar hero. And for Void Boys, they go kind of in the opposite direction, especially with that Darkseer pickup. We talked about Wall and maybe leveling at 6.
Yeah. Are you hearing
I don't
that?
know. That's just, you know, sometimes when people type LOL, you get that laugh in. It's just a nice little cute laugh.
Oh my, that was not just a nice little cute laugh. That was the most obnoxious long laugh ever.
You know who that was? That was Sand King. That was Demon.
Was it?
Oh yeah, that's the Sand King laugh. I can tell.
Oh my god.
Freaking Sand King.
Really? That's a Sand King laugh?
Yeah, it's because I don't know. I don't know how I could tell. Just
Anyway.
when you cast enough Dota, you learn.
Look at this. They bought boots on both their supports. Boots on both the Crystal Maiden and the Sand King. That means Spearbreaker actually bought his own ward with a Stout Shield. So they're going to only use one ward right now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a lack of vision. But at the same time, I think boots first for a Crystal Maiden is so important.
It is.
If there is going to be that threat of an aggressive duel or tri-lane coming up into the top lane, that is probably the biggest thing for a CM, is that move speed.
I think actually what might be a nice strategy here, depending on what the lanes are, if it is going to be like Darkseer off lane, and I imagine it would be, is you get your Frostbite early, and you just Frostbite the creep that he put his Ion Shell on. Problem solved, right?
Yeah.
It will push the lane, but oh god, these laughs, man. It's an annoying laugh track.
Sand King he's a very haughty guy, apparently. Anyways.
They ping out the Bane, who rushed up here, by the way, to try to place a ward.
Can't get it out, though.
Which is surprising, because he is extremely fast with boots, 365.
I think he thought twice about it. He must have. He was up there. Like you said, he was up there very quick.
They're going to do another 5-man scout for the top bounty rune.
All right, we saw this movie before. Void Boys, who were, again, on the Radiant side last game, they're going to be on the Radiant side this game, and they're looking to fight.
The thing about doing this on Radiant is, and I imagine Summer's Rift are ready for this now, is that you can always kind of mask it, because you see the levels of terrain here. The way that they're standing by their Ancients, they will never get spotted as long as they stand there.
Yep.
Unless, of course, there's a ward there. But it's like 2 steps up from the river, whereas the Dire side's only 1.
And it's not just that. They can hide behind these tree lines, and like you said, up here on the steps as well. So there's a lot of room to work with here on the Radiant side. They will get the rune up for the Leshrac. He gets the top bounty rune. Meanwhile, it's going to actually be Summer's Rift going in on a Mercy Police. The charge will go through, but there's the Rocket Barrage. You got to be careful. A lot of damage. Whitebeard already used his Crystal Nova. Nice use of the Nightmare. Can it deny? Actually gets taken off by Brax. They don't get the kill. They finally do the last right click from Whitebeard, but he'll fall in the end. Oh, what a team fight this is turning into. Fly getting right click down. LSA is going to go double burrow from Demon. Meanwhile, the Courier dies elsewhere. Demon, LSA, Split Earth. He'll go down. The stuns are there. Brax finally jumps in. He has blinked. He's got blink. He's got to jump and get the kill. He's actually taking so much damage.
Another Courier.
The neutrals. He's going to go down. The Courier is going to die on the other side. Schwad, he can get it. It's getting juke, but that goes down as well. 2 Couriers. 5 deaths on both sides. Might be even more if Miracle Chipmunk gets caught out here. 747 solo as well. Crystal Nova doesn't connect. He's at 18 HP. There's the Rocket Barrage. Miracle Chipmunk's like, please, for the love of God, but no, he's not getting away. 4-2. What just happened?
We saw 2 Couriers die before the creeps really got to the spawn. Or got out of the spawn. Oh my god. 6 kills.
There's a neutral deny also, by the way.
Yeah, I saw the neutral deny on co-op. Oh my god, what a start.
Dota, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. You couldn't ask for a better start.
Well, the crappy thing for Void Boys is Lesh, despite getting... Did he get any of those hero kills? He got 1 and 2 assists.
Yes.
But he has to walk all the way back to base, so Quappa's going to have a huge experience advantage. A full level up onto him, actually, plus some.
And the CS as well, obviously.
And the CS, so...
The early kills don't matter that much. Meanwhile, top lane will make a Poner as that's happening. You know, he's going to get Crystal Nova, and that's just... An easy kill coming out from Summer's Rift, really.
But the 2 I can't believe both Couriers died. That is the craziest thing to me.
I missed the first one. Where did it die, actually? It was the Radiant Courier, right? Yeah.
They both died, I think, because the mid laners were ferrying out new regen that they got from bounties or something.
Yeah.
But that's just hilarious to me.
So they both died right at the edge of the jungle. That's pretty great. That's pretty freaking amazing. I love this game. Also, what is this thing following Banana Slam
It's
Jamma
a pet.
around?
I hate it. I think it's stupid.
Almon the Frondillo.
I just can't stand it. It's so you can actually see where they're going too. Look, it follows them.
I'm watching mid.
So much for
747 blink
juking.
in. Oh, Brax. Burrow strike. There was going to be a split earth. They will get the kill. Brax taking some heavy tower heads. Demon will take the aggro now, and he'll back away. Pretty big dive coming out, but they make it work because they have the Burrow strike and the blink through from the Queen of Pain. Easily done, actually.
This Lesh is 2 levels lower than Quap. 2 full levels. That's really, really hard to deal with.
That fight didn't really do much for him, did it?
No, I think he should have denied himself to neutrals, maybe. Just so he could have got back to base quicker.
He could have bought his wand and put it, like, kept it in his stash, denied himself to neutrals, and he would have been fine.
Well, at the very least, Brax can't spend his 1,200 gold. He does now. Boots in a bottle coming out. So maybe they should fly that courier too. Treads coming out for the gyro. But I imagine, I mean, when this Quap hits 6, this Lesh is just dead. They're going to need rotations, I think. And it's not even his fault. It's just the nature of, you know, I had to walk back to base. He's got one CS.
last hit, yep.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, Schwan gets a kill. The Spirit Breaker was caught out down bottom. I saw them moving over there. I thought it was because they were looking for maybe like a smoke or something, but they actually end up getting a kill on the Spirit Breaker.
They need to help mid lane really badly. Because they're winning bottom, but they're also leaving these good supports that like to do the jungle, you know, the Crystal Maiden and the Sand King.
Yeah.
They're leaving them up here. They're not really winning top lane. I mean, actually, Megaponer's level 4.
He's doing well, but you have 2 jungling heroes, though. That's the thing.
I didn't see how well he was doing. Oh, and he pulls this to the side with 2 Ion Shells on right now.
Oh, he's going to get that Satyr?
It pulled backwards.
Rip lane equilibrium. A 3rd Ion Shell coming out as well. Dark Pack's going to go through. BSJ takes a lot of damage, but there's absolutely no way Omega Poner, I think, kills him. He only has level 1 vacuum. Meanwhile, mid lane, what's happening, bro? In. Brax in trouble now. He's going to get caught out. Bash. There it goes. Schwan in trouble. He'll fall.
Double bash.
The double bash too strong for the Spirit Breaker.
Well, that's 4 heroes in mid. So
they rotated.
They've really won mid lane, I'll tell you that. But bottom lane, they've only got 15 CS on the Darkseer. This is the problem, is you can't... Like, yeah, they've won mid, they've transitioned heroes, but you cannot leave a melee hero against the Darkseer, man. That is what Darkseer loves to deal with. He's up to top CS, 23 for him, 15 for the Slark. And he's taking tons of damage, too. He will be able to regen a little bit when he hits 6, but that means he has to kind of stay away. He's probably going to miss a couple of last hits if he doesn't ferry out regen, just because he wants to stay out of vision, you know?
The slay's already affected him. You can tell he's 18 last hits compared to the 25 in Mercy, please.
Yeah.
So you can see the Darkseer has done a fantastic job. He's up to 24 last hits, and some of those might be jungle creeps. Who cares? It's a Darkseer, and he's in a solo, and the vacuum comes in. Iron Shell, it's just not enough. So close to pounce away. Oh, that was scary.
He maybe could have surged himself and maybe gone in for an auto attack, but...
Oh, he got the kill anyways!
Oh my God!
The creep was there. What did he do? He just walked back in.
For CS?
He walked back into the Iron Shell.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, middle lane, Splitter could have come out, Light Strike Array. Can they get this kill on Brax? It's just not enough damage here. They don't have Lightning Storm. He does have it. He doesn't use it, though, and Brax is going to survive. Whitebeard as well. Going to get away. The charge onto Fly. Miracle Chipmunk just making sure Brax and Whitebeard walk away safely.
Oh my God,
I can't believe it. The clown shoes are on for this Dota game, my friend.
Jeez, get the Benny Hill theme song music on.
Seriously.
We need it. That's just, that's unforgivable.
How does he do that?
He must have walked back in, right? He must have like tried to dark pack and run back in to get that last outer tick of it on that CS, and then got hit. Double Ion Shell now. This should be level 4 Ion Shell. He's level 8.
This is the big problem with Darkseer.
Look at how much damage he's taking. And he can't hit the CS either because it means he has to walk. Look at it. The damage. Is he gonna die? Oh my God.
Oh, Banana Slam Jamma, please don't do that again.
This is scary.
This pet's not really helping him out either. The biggest problem for Darkseer, I think, in my opinion, is that the levels just take so long to get up. Like, you want level 11 really before you fight. And maybe that's not the case with the better wall. The fact that he's had this good of a start.
Oh, look at Demon.
Demon is vacuumed up. That's going to bring him out of the Sandstorm. He was already walking away anyways. Unfortunately, they can't micro these creeps and put him on the heroes because he would be killing him right now. Omega Poner is winning top. Brax is going to get a kill bottom. There's a call down there. And Queen of Pain jumps in with a Sonic Wave. That happened within a flash, it looks like.
That's a really important kill. Because, yes, you've already won mid lane. I think stop focusing on it and win another lane. So at least they were able to do something in a different lane outside of mid. Because they were essentially... I mean, their top is a disaster.
They're losing
top.
top.
Is an absolute disaster.
That's a tri-lane, well, theoretically, 2 jungling heroes, but it could be a tri-lane, and they're losing to a Darkseer who is now level 8, almost level, well, no, he's not really near level 9 just yet, but still, with a fantastic start. It's like one of those games that you dream of as a Darkseer. He's already up to a headdress. He's had a fantastic start. He's going to be so involved early on in this game when usually Darkseers take so long to get in. Brax is going to get Nightmare. They'll look for an LSA. They will find it. They're going to find a Split Earth as well, and the Lightning Storm comes out. Brax gets obliterated. Now Leshrac with that kill. He's only 7 CS behind, and he got killed a couple of times. That's huge.
Well, CM comes in to try to do something, but I still think this is weird that you're not getting your ult. I'm telling you, man, it actually does so much damage. But yeah, we got a seesaw going around here. But,
this is a mountain range. This is what the California peaks look like if you look around, if you're flying through. The experience is a little bit more evened out.
Spirit Breaker charging the Leshrac. If he loops on back, oh, he's actually... CM is kind of scaring him. I think if Whitebeard maybe walked away, it would have led the Leshrac back towards mid, but a little too aggressive posture there from Whitebeard.
We are pretty even in this game, despite a pretty crushing mid
Oh god,
lane.
Banana Slam Jammer has to ult. He got greedy again up top, trying to get those CS, and has to ult away from the creep wave. Oh man, this is a disaster.
Like? He's at 38 now. Omega Poner's beating him at 42. That's absurd. Again, some of those are going to be jungle creeps, but the same could be said for Banana Slam Jamma. What is Demon doing right now? How is he doing? Because that's the biggest thing. If he gets a Blink Dagger at a decent time, it doesn't matter how this game has gone for Summer's Rift. He will make space with Blink Burrow Strikes and maybe even an Epicenter or two. They're going to even use a smoke. He's going to burrow up. He's going to get the kill on the Wild Wing. And they'll clarity him. They're looking for a potential kill. Mid would probably be the easiest. He's not too far up, though.
Ooh, this could be
the jungle.
This could be perfect because they want to do these jungle stacks right now, too. He's probably going to use the call down for this. Wait for Flat Cannon for 3 more seconds. Oh, this could be so bad. They're getting baited by an illusion, too.
Fly is going to see him, and he's going to get called out. Call down will go. Miracle Chipmunk jumping in. Mercy, please, is alone. Rocket Barrage not doing nearly enough. The Sonic Wave finishes it off. Brax gets a double kill, and maybe these Ancients, or not these Ancients, rather these stacks as well. Nearby is going to be the Bane, but he won't be able to really do much here. Here comes 747. They might lose 3 heroes. Brain Sap not there yet. The Scream of Pain. They get the Split Earth off. They do get Demon. Whitebeard getting low as well. 747 has the Pulse Nova. Look at all that mana going to work. Miracle Chipmunk, he might go down. He stays alive. Gets the bash up, and the Leshrac dies. Oh, and he denies himself to neutrals. I think that was intentional, though.
We'll see if Whitebeard can get away here. He does have a spell here in a second. Trying to juke for days that LSA. LSA totally off the mark. He went for the Dragon Slave first. And he does get away. Slark picks up a Midas, by the way. And they're going back to... They should, yeah. I mean, they died, but as long as they didn't get their stacks taken, I don't think it's too disastrous.
They've lost a lot of heroes. Omega Poner could have come, but he's like, I really need this mech. And God, he is so close. This is going to be a 10-minute mech for the Darkseer, who's not gone back to the jungle. He has been top. He got a solo kill on Banana Slam Jamma. But even with that, Summer's Rift, there's light at the end of the tunnel because, again, Demon with this Blink Dagger coming out in just a couple hundred gold, that is probably the biggest pickup for them right now in this game. They absolutely need that Blink to do work in this game.
Yeah, and people forget, too, like, Crystal Maiden, she's actually a fantastic support as far as damage. She's very slow, but her damage is very high. She has 2 fantastic nukes. It's really, really good. So, yeah, and just the combination of Quap and the Sand King, it's very aggressive with low cooldowns outside of your ultis that you don't really necessarily need unless you're fighting huge 5-on-5 engagements. But that's not what this duo is about. It's about like quick pickoffs onto squishy support heroes, which Void Boys have. So
this mech is going to be really well timed. The level 1 wall is there. Level 2 vacuum. Level 3 vacuum is it's nice. Level 4 vacuum is what you really want, obviously. Doesn't go for that extra point in surge, by the way, which the change between level 1 and level 2 surge is huge, and almost in most lanes is 100% necessary. But level 1 surge does just enough in that top lane, as he had a great time. Mech, I think, is done for him. It's now there's a Nightmare on Miracle Chipmunk coming out. Call down, LSA is going to connect as well, and he is just going to get blown up. He's going to try to charge in, not going to work out. Brax gets the Scream of Pain. Fly needs to get denied here. They're thinking about it. And they mech him up. They keep him alive. Here comes that Darkseer. They get the vacuum. The Fiend's Grip as well. They take down Brax. Big 2-turn kill there coming out from Void Boys, and they're looking for more. They want this tier 1 tower. They want their and 1.
Great TP from Omega Poner. With the mech just freshly purchased, too. Pops his handy-dandy little mango for a little bit of extra mana on top of it all. And they're going to get the Fiend's Grip on the Quap and get a tower out of this, too. Fantastic rotations. I gotta say, their rotations in general and their team play has been pretty good. Like, it's one thing to win or lose lanes, but to know exactly what you want to do with the items that you pick up at a very deliberate time, they've been very, very good about that.
Yeah. Their item timings have been on point. Getting those towers earlier on in the first game really led them to a pretty solid lead. And from that point, they never looked back. The same could be said here. Leshrac doesn't go for Edict. He goes for Lightning Storm instead, which I think is necessary because they need ways to catch and chase and do enough damage to some of these heroes.
I think he had to because of given the lane against Quap and the position he was in. Oh, another smoke. He is dead here. Should be dead.
Luro coming in, charges up as well. Oh yeah, he's 100% dead. No mech coming out. The Darks are not quite there. Mercy Plays in trouble though. I don't think they really want to fight this. Another strike, Sonic Wave. Oh, they get nightmared up. Now they use the freezing field from Whitebeard, the double barrel from Demon. They're turning the fight around. 4 dead. They lose the Darkseer somewhere else in that fray. And that's actually going to be maybe almost 5 if Demon can find this Burrow. Blink in. Did they see him move up? They did. They're going to find him in the tree line. Burrow doesn't connect, but there's the Shadow Strike, and it is going to be all 5 going down for Forward Boys. Dead in the dirt. Schwan will be the last one to fall here. Triple kill for Brax. Beautiful Blink Dagger initiation from Demon there with the Burrow Strike onto 2, plus the Freezing Field. Easily done coming up from Summer's Rift, and now they've got the advantage.
They don't even need Slark. They can just let him farm now and catch up because he really needs it at this point. Very nicely played. I think like Lina died in the back line from the Quap ulti and wasn't, like, didn't think he'd get clipped by the ulti and died from it. I don't know, but then they just kept fighting without the numbers. They're like, all right, he's dead. They use their spells. We can fight. Wait, no, we're down, like, now we're down 2 heroes, but whatever, we'll keep fighting. They don't have any more spells. Yeah, but they do. And that CM ulti is nothing to scoff at, man. It actually does quite a lot of damage, and the channel time is forever. It lasts 10 seconds.
It's pretty good if you can get a full one off, and he was in perfect position. High ground. There was an Observer Ward placed right as he was going for that ultimate, but he got pretty much all that he wanted out of that ultimate. And Glyph is going to go onto the Tier 1 tower, 747 Crystal Nova. He actually pops the invis. Whitebeard was walking up. Charge. Miracle Chipmunk doesn't have detection. Nether Strike was about to go. They Ion Shell him just to make sure that if they try to go on him, maybe they dissuade him from doing it in the first place. Demon is going to have his Blink Dagger. He can jump in. He's got Epicenter. This might be the fight they're looking for. They do have Wall coming out. Whitebeard getting low. Call down is going to fly. Whitebeard, Laguna Blade. They really wanted that kill. Brax is going to blink away from that call down. They really want this tower as well. Banana Slam Gemma, all in the meantime, is just up in the top lane, farming up a Storm now. With his Midas, he's got Treads as well. I think he's got an item flying out as Yasha. All right, Tier 1 tower sticking down. They get a kill, but BSJ is now starting to get big. That's the frightening thing.
Well, I still think they're kind of doing the right thing. Like, they're 5-manning. They got a streak kill on the CM. I mean, they should be fighting with their mech. Like, they have the heroes to fight. They have the item to fight. They have to make sure that they don't get split too hard when they do this. So that's the one thing you have to worry about. 747, he's almost got his... I think he actually has his Euls. So, despite the fact that it did get nerfed, I actually think it's still really good on Lesh. Lesh is a hero with a huge mana pool. You can set up the stun quite... This is a stun you need setup for. It's so freaking hard to actually hit an open split earth. Just because the animation is so long and the cast time is so long. Lina's is much quicker, but this is a hero that will really benefit from that Eul setup.
Thank God he's got it leveled up. The radius is so bad at level 1.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Just awful. It's the size of a baseball, it feels like. It's not big enough nearly to get huge pickoffs and huge kills. Although it did work out for them in that level 1 engagement. He got a couple of nice split earths, but they were all set up with LSAs. So, in the meantime, Solark up at the top lane, going to work. Up to now a Yasha, 1,200 gold. Omega Poner is sitting on, I believe, a Mech Cloak. Could be a Glimmer Cape. I would not be surprised. Vacuum on a BSJ. It takes a lot of damage for it. Starkshare has been the bane of his existence.
Well, he is up to level 13, though. That's really scary.
Yes.
That's a huge amount of levels. The Midas, I think, also actually helps him in lane. I was skeptical at first, but, I mean, when it's off cooldown anyway, he can get rid of these Iron Shell creeps
Brax
instantly.
is in. Some trouble. LSA is going to go. They'll get the Split Earth as well, and that's just... that Fiend's Grip, really? Okay. I guess so. Not necessary. They were really scared he was going to blink out, but at that point, they had already landed both of their stuns.
Maybe he was scared of Sand King coming in and blink stunning the Leshrac or something to disrupt the follow-up. I don't know. But with him, he is like the most important hero. Actually, I would say Demon's probably a little bit more important. So with Demon up, oh, they spot him out just for a second.
Demon, with that blink dagger, I talked about how important it would be. They hit that timing. They got some beautiful kills out of it. For now, there's going to be some aggression out of this tower. There's going to be the charge in. Miracle Chipmunk, he's got the Shadow Blade. They do have that mech on Omega Poner. That wall is just onto a CM. Actual Miracle Chipmunk walks through it. Now Dark Pact off of the Nightmare. BSJ going to work. The Iron Shell doing damage, but he's got a double damage of his own, and now he's just going to go right onto Omega Poner.
Oh,
mech
no.
was already used, and look at this. Mercy Please left out to high and dry. 3 dead. It's going to be 4 at the end of the day. That's a great fight coming up from Summer's Rift. Demon gets a Burrow Strike, finishes up the kill with, of course, the Caustic Finale. Banana Slam Jamma getting in there. Dark packing off that Nightmare did a lot of work. Freezing Field to clear up a creep wave from Whitebeard. That's a celebratory dance coming up from the CM. Nicely done there.
That's a little bit weird. Awkward. But I think Void Boys are getting a little bit careless. They're not respecting the charges enough. I know he had. Did he have Shadow Blade for that fight? I think he did.
BSJ?
No, the Spear Breaker.
Yeah, he did. He was Shadow Blade when he charged in. Bane is dead. Burrow into Scream, and Demon does get Laguna Blade. They pick up a kill.
Okay.
That's a dominating streak coming up for the Lena. They desperately needed that. She was very underfarmed, but, well, that Leshrac just gets blown up. Absolutely obliterated by the Slark as well as the Queen of Pain. Omega Poner's going to TP in, looking for a vacuum. He'll find it, but here comes Miracle Chipmunk back in onto Fly. He doesn't have Nether Strike. He's got a Shadow Blade away. LSA is not going to connect. It's 2 versus 3, now 3 versus 3 as Banana Slam Jamma walks back in. Dark Pact will go looking for a Bash Fly. They can't find it. LSA, just to dissuade them from pushing in any further, Brax will go up towards that top lane. Looking for his Aghanim Scepter. They'll back away. Mercy Please not going to get caught out. The Iron Shell also dissuading them from fighting any further. So Summer's Rift are doing kind of what Void Boys did last game, where they're just running at them and just taking as many fights as possible, essentially.
Yeah, they just have tons of damage from their heroes, like Quap, CM. The SB had a really good start this game. He's only 1-4, but he's got a friggin' Shadow Blade right now. And just the constant charge spam is just too much for them to deal with. They don't have too many... Do they have any sentries available? They have Dust, but I think sentries are maybe a little bit more effective when you're pushing. Dust is really good when you're ganking, but...
There's sentry, 1 sentry on him.
Oh, they did have a sentry up there. Okay. It was way up there, that tier 2. Anyway, the Aghanims is up for Quap.
I was just about to say, Brax has it now. Sonic Wave level 2. He's... Alright, I mean, these creeps aren't doing that much damage. He's getting kind of low. Alright, he's fine. Living the dangerous life. This is not a smoke rotation from Void Boys. They're rotating together as 5 now. They really... I think a level 2 vacuum wall could be what they need on, like, all 5 heroes. It's so hard, though. I mean, well, I shouldn't say all 5 heroes, but a number of heroes of Summer's Rift. All 5 heroes is...
They should not fight until this Gyro gets a BKB. They just can't afford to fight until all the spam AoE. They have so much AoE on Summer's Rift. So, and then now, just because Slark hasn't... I mean, he had a really, really bad time in the laning phase, but he's been able to just get the time and farm up. They've given him they've given him a lot of space. Like, when they got that huge... The ball rolling with that blink on SK... Like you were saying, that's the timing window, and they created so much space for Slark. So now he's up to level 16, top net worth. Veil now picked up for the SK.
That's so huge.
Really good for, I mean, just everyone on his team. Even the CM, like I talked about it, the CM, wait, he didn't go for level 2 ulti, which is not too surprising because it's actually a ton of mana. Costs a ton of mana, actually.
For the Epicenter or for the CM ulti?
The CM ulti. It goes from
that's
200 to 400.
Oh my god. Good luck with that. She has 676 mana. There's a reason why she didn't use it. She's only level 2 Arcane Aura. Mercy Please going to get spotted out. Sonic Wave, Dark Pack, and the right click for Banana Slam Jamma. That's more than enough to bring him down. 747, there's the vacuum. They do get off the Fiend's grip, but he Dark picks it. Dark Pack coming out. There's the Dragon Slave. The wall down there as well. But Edict going to work. It's a 3 for 2. Not the best fight for Summer's Rift. Great wall from Omega Poner. Now Fly going to work as well. LSA. He can't get it off. Now the stun goes through. Iron Shell. Miracle Chipmunk going to go down. Epi onto 3. Takes 2. Looking for the 3rd. 4 dead on both sides. Carnage everywhere. Demon will earn up. Or get earned, rather. Head out. Fly takes the Caustic Finale. Debuff the, I think, 30% damage of it. And then heads home. Fly able to soak through all of that, able to just tank up through all that. But that was a fight that was looking amazing for Void Boys, and then Demon comes in with a beautiful Epicenter.
I think SK is the most important hero in this game. That's why I said at the beginning, I think they should have... I mean, he had a slow start, though. Like, all things considered, he had a slow start, but still was able to do a lot of work this game. Didn't even have to use the Veil. He didn't even use the Veil for that Epicenter. Imagine how fast they would have died even with that. So
It's kind of surprising. I think he's laughing because he knows that he didn't use it right now.
how do you do that, by the way? Do you just do like /LOL or
No,
something?
you just type LOL to your team in team chat.
And it'll do it globally?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
If you ever do that, like LOL or haha will do it for you.
All right. The more you know.
The mysteries of Dota 2, man.
Yep.
Mercy, please got to give to his BKB. Charge in again for the Spirit Breaker. I don't think he should complete that. Every hero from Void Boys is in this jungle right now, and if Miracle Chipmunk were going to go there, he just doesn't have the damage to bring anybody down, really. Maybe the Bane. He's kind of susceptible to ganks.
This game is all about BKBs on your cores for Void Boys. Lestrak desperately needs it. Gyro just died. Okay, he finally has it now, but he died right before he was about to pick it up.
That's all he has. I know it's only 22 minutes of the game. It feels so much later because it's 18 to 26 at 22 minutes into the game.
Yeah,
it's just a BKB right now.
It's all he has, but it's actually he needs it. There's no doubt about it. There's no other item that's going to help him this game right now.
Yep.
Has to have that BKB.
7,500 net worth lead.
The one,
Void Boys will try to cut into that with a smoke gank.
the thing I fear, though, is that I could easily see them trying to like push, be like, all right, we got our BKB, let's go push. Gyro push, I'm going to mech you if you need it. And then they just jump in with an epicenter stun and doesn't get the BKB off. That's the one thing I am fearful of.
Demon will be able to make that play. That seems like something he's definitely going to be able to accomplish as this game progresses later and later. Gyro's susceptible, like you said. He can get jumped on. Absolutely. And not even mentioning Banana Slam and Gem and his farm currently, which he's building. He's got a point booster and a Mithril Hammer. Can't really decide what he wants at this point. Charge in. They're going to go on to Mercy. Please, there's somebody in the back line. That's Demon. He does pop the BKB nicely, but that just seems to be a wasted charge. They're looking to run in now. Epicenter's going to go through, and he's going to find a couple. Gets the veil off finally. The Sonic Wave Omega Poner is just dead. Meanwhile, though, Pulse Nova, Laguna Blade, Melting Miracle Chipmunk, and everyone else, the Flat Cannon, the Rocket Barrage, the AoE, Brain Sap coming in, double, triple burrow from Demon. He needs that. They're solo on both sides. Dwan about to fall. Bane will go down Split Earth. Lightning Storm. Brax jumps back in. He needs a Rocket Barrage. The Flat Cannon. He'll get one. Will he get 2 and 3? No, but it looks like Fly will get back in with a buyback. He gets a huge LSA. He picks up the Ultra Kill.
Oh my god.
Fly just made so much money. Lena is rich and she's on fire.
Oh, good one. I like that. She got an ultra kill with buying back in the middle of a fight, by the way.
That's amazing.
And she's actually, excuse me, almost got an Ags. These are crazy fights. They needed ulti on the Slark. Didn't cast the ulti. I don't even know how he died so fast, but I know the Laguna Blade hit him. Some other stuff must have been hitting him, maybe a call down, some flak damage, flesh damage, I'm not quite sure.
It's all of that AoE together, I think.
Yeah, and Darkseer didn't even really, I think he maybe cast mech, but didn't get a vac wall or anything.
Yeah, he got Epi call down, or Epi Sonic Waved, excuse me.
You can't blame Gyro for popping BKB early there, because if he didn't, he was just dead. He really was. It's kind of the nature of fighting up against what Summer's Rift have. Pretty even fight, actually. I know that it ended up being Void Boys taking it with an ultra kill on Fly, but it was technically a 5 for 5.
That's true.
Because he did buyback.
That was, as this game has progressed, that was a crazy fight, and I should stop thinking that's so weird, as this game has been crazy in a nutshell. Omega Partner is going to be going for a pipe, which is huge this game in so many ways. Banana Slam Gemma is up to 1,000 gold now. He has an Orb of Venom on the Courier. He had that Mithril Hammer. Okay, he's going to transition into BKB. He was going to go Scotty, decided I need BKB way more than I need that Scotty right now. He'll grab it soon.
He absolutely does. There can be a little bit of... it can be a little bit difficult if you get actually some damage items on Gyro, because he's going to be hitting you with Flat Cannon. The Ag Sceptered Lena is coming out at almost the same time as her level 16.
Right.
That is scary. So that's going to cut through a ton of damage. They should probably, if they can focus the Quap before she casts anything, that would probably be the best. But yeah, really good farm for Lena. It's probably the best, actually, that she gets the farm, honestly.
She needs that Ags.
Lesh needs the BKB, though. Oh, he's getting, speaking of it, he's getting charged right now.
He has almost enough for a Mithril Hammer. If he were to die here, nah, they're not going to kill him. He's right under the shadow of the Tier 2 tower. There's no Tier 2. Maybe they complete that charge. I don't think they would, though. What else is happening currently?
Pipe is coming out right now.
Axe is done also for the Lena. So those two items coming through together might be enough. And Lena's level 16, by the way. Is level 3 all. Is she the highest level? No, she's behind BSJ, who's 18. And then she's tied with like 3 other heroes who are level 16 now.
Okay.
I don't know, man. That Axe Scepter could change things. By the way, that fight was even in terms of heroes dying, but in terms of just gold and net worth and experience, it goes the way of Summer's Rift. A little bit. Not by much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, charge up on the top. This one's on to the Darkseer. Oh, he cancels it.
Demon is nearby. They're thinking about going on the left track. Nether Strike's going to go. They'll find him. Mech is going to go. Sonic Wave Veil is going to Yule's up. Burrow Strike's about to come out. Actually, mistimes it from Demon. Won't get the kill. If he had hit that timing, that's a kill easily. TP coming in, but they really can't. I mean, Vacuum is available. There's a courier nearby. That'd be nice to pick up, but they're going to back away. No, make opponent thought about it. He's just going to Iron Shell the creep wave, and then they're going to group back up. And Smoke, actually, might be the perfect time for this.
Yeah, the pipe is down, though. So is Mech. But maybe if they can find a pick onto somebody with Mean Script or something. I actually, and he also mistimed, though, the pipe. I think I'm pretty sure you can still mech through Yules, but he tried to pipe when he was Yulesed up, and it didn't work. So, yeah.
More crazy interactions in Dota 2.
Yeah, smoke up now from 4 members. They're trying to go actually all the way bottom. They do have a glyph. They're going to maybe run into this. Yeah, they're going to run into the CM. Oh, they see him place a ward, but now CM sees the Leshrac.
And you see BSJ just run immediately, and he's going to be able to Dark Pact if the Bane's able to find him. And he's just going to get out, no problem.
That's a lot of time. They actually smoked all the way top, went totally all the way down the river, and then didn't catch anything, so... Or wherever they ran. I didn't exactly see.
I mean, straight line's the easiest for me to draw.
Something like that.
Yeah. They'll not find a hero down there bottom.
Charge bottom onto, I think, a creep, where he canceled it.
Invisibility.
His charges are very, very scary. You don't know where he's going half the time.
Invis rune on Demon. Do they have sentries, and they're countering this ward right now.
Yeah. Demon will know that. He's not going to make that aggressive of a play.
Looks like it's going to be a Sange for a Gyrocopter. Could also be maybe a Halberd.
Halberd, huh?
Yep.
Halberd
for the Slark. Halberd for the Slark is actually pretty good. Based off what he did last game, he did go Sange and Yasha, I think.
He did, yes.
We'll see. Surge possibly on the Bane.
Oh, no. Time to pause. It is time to pause. That disconnect came out. He not ready for that. He reconnects immediately, though, thank God. Gets back into the game.
2 BKBs out right now for Summer's Rift. That's
yep.
Huge. 1 for the Co-op, 1 for the Sand King. Man, Demon's very farmed.
This might be the fight that changes everything. I think if you're relying so heavily for magic damage for Void Boys, all of a sudden this gets real difficult. Because Pulse Nova, Ion Shell, you have...
It's all magic, except for Lina and Gyro.
It is all magic. Maybe you chew through one of those heroes with BKB with the Laguna Blade, but really, realistically, what kind of chance do you have? They do see Demon, they ping him out. He's got the Invis rune, but it's gone now. They're going to jump on Brax, maybe. Fiend's Grip's going to go. That is an ambitious Fiend's Grip, but it actually might work out. Vacuum in, Whitebeard's going to go. Blink away, Miracle Chipmunk going on to 1. Burrow on to 2. No Epicenter, no, he did channel it, not doing enough damage. Everyone low from Void Boys. Everybody pretty tanky on the side of Summer's Rift, and now BSJ going to work. The right clicks come through, the last one securing the kill. Surprisingly, that was almost every ability thrown in, and only 1 hero dies, apparently, somehow.
Yep, and that was 3 10-second BKBs used, I believe. One used from the Sand King, 1 used from the Co-op, 1 used from the Slark. They only got a Bane out of it. I think that's actually a mini win for Void Boys, although Summer's Rift is taking Roche right now, so it's going to turn into...
First Roche of the game, by the way.
It's going to turn into a much bigger lead here for Summer's Rift, and I think they have... I'm pretty sure they have late game on Void Boys. Like, yeah, Lina can transition nicely. Gyro's okay late game, but not that great compared to Slark. And while Lesh is good, with these BKBs all up, it's going to have to go really late for them to win.
This is the team fight maybe for Void Boys to get back into it. Demon blinks away, Fly looking to run up there. Roche getting low. Demon's going to get spotted out. They blow up Miracle Chipmunk. Burrow onto 3. Yules comes out as well. They'll get Roche. They'll get out BSJ. Kind of left to his own devices. Demon's going to get destroyed by the Leshrac and all of that damage. The magic damage going to work. BSJ is just sitting there. He's going to pounce Dark Pact away. They have no way to get up to the high ground. They have no blinks on their team, by the way. So he's able to get out, but 3 dead for that Roche. Even though Demon had a fantastic Burrow Strike to start that fight all off.
God, that damage from that Axe just destroyed the Spear Breaker. Nicely played by Fly. And then the CM just like went for a YOLO ulti that didn't really do anything, just kind of fed herself off, unfortunately. Brax took the Aegis, so the Aegis is going to go for the Co-op. No secondary life for the Slark, who purchased or is in the process.
Now.
He doesn't have buyback because he actually already purchased several components to his Scotty.
Oh God, that was a lot of damage. BKB now done for 7-4-7. The BKBs keep on piling up here in this game. 31 minutes in. This game's so important for Summer's Rift. They charge in, just put some pressure on Mercy Please and Fly. They will throw up the Nether Strike as well. The Pipe's going to go through. Scream of Pain not doing much there. Edict's going to go. This tier 3 tower about to fall, and it will.
In the backfield.
Here he comes. He's alone, though. They're going to jump in. Dark Pack goes through. He's got his Shadow Dance. He pops the BKB, but there's the Fiend's Grip coming up. A Miracle Chipmunk jumping in as well. They can't stop the Swan. Fiend's Grip, it doesn't matter. Banana Slam Gemma gets the Shadow Dance off. They do lose Miracle Chipmunk at the backside. Demon jumps in, gets a beautiful epi. He might take all of them down. Brax comes through as well, gets the Scream off. Mercy Please is not going to be able to TP away. What an initiation from Demon at the tail end of that fight there. They're still chasing Omega Poner. He does have a TP. He's going to use it now. He actually might be able to get out here, and it looks like he will. 3-for-1 trade. They do lose the tier 3 tower on the side of Summer's Rift. More buybacks are available now. Back and forth we go. Aegis was not used by the Queen of Pain, and the BKB is still up and ready to go. They need to take these tier 2 towers, though.
That could have been really scary. He didn't use the Dark Pack before the Bane ulti came out, and it was right after the Lina Laguna hit him in the face through his BKB, so that could have been really bad, but man, Demon is just saving these fights so hard, doing so much damage with his Veil plus level 3 ulti. So, really nice plays from Demon. Granted, there were a couple heroes, I think BKB, maybe 1 or 2, but it doesn't matter. He really saved that.
That seems to be the case with a lot of these fights. You saw the top lane fight where he got that ridiculous triple kill with the epicenter, or some ridiculous amount of kills. It almost feels like every single engagement you have to be aware. Like Voidboard's like, yes, we're winning the fight, we're doing it. Epicenter comes in, he's like, no, we lost 4 heroes. Maybe they can buy back on somebody to get the kill on Demon in the end, but still.
I think they're doing pretty well, all things considered, like the position that they're in plus the heroes that they're working with. I actually think they're doing not too badly. Demon total damage in that fight. Every other on the map. Yeah, nice. He's doing a ton of damage. But like I said, I think that Void Boys are actually not doing too badly considering the heroes that they're working with and just the overall draft, but I mean that's goes back to the drafting stage. They have just a lot of magic damage pretty much to work with. Very little is physical and or pure. It's basically the Lina and the flak damage from Gyro, which is really unimpressive right now. Outside of that, you just have to kind of wait out the BKBs, but these BKBs are healthy. 8 seconds now, I think, for most of them.
Yeah, they've only really been used once or twice. Like, they just came out a couple minutes ago. So for Void Boys, they kind of have to wait through that. Leshrek has his own now. I think he might have used it in the last fight he did. So 9 seconds, 8 seconds, thereabouts. And in the span of just a couple of moments here, suddenly Summer's Rift take all of those tier 2 towers that were still up and ready to go. It's a big, big, big amount of gold going their way. 15,000 net worth now is their advantage. We could see, though, another type of Leviathan game like last night between them and Not Today, where you have this huge lead, you have everything you possibly could need, and suddenly you find yourself losing a team fight and then losing the game because of it.
I wonder if Darkseer is going for Ags or BKB. Like, you look at this and you think, of course, BKB is what you need, and he probably should get it. But man, if he got an Ags and he gets an illusion from Darkseer, or sorry, an illusion from Slark, that could pack a punch. That could be really, really strong.
I love Ags on Darkseer, but I think BKB is the top priority, it's the case for every hero on the map. BKB, if you can afford it, get BKB. Like, even this Bane is just like, I really could use that. He gets a cloak instead.
It's a cheap item. I mean, yeah, Bane's like one of their hard supports. He's the lowest net worth in the game, so.
Unsurprisingly, Demon, Laguna bladed up. The Urn's going to go through the right click. He's going to be able to BKB, Sandstorm away, and Burrow Strike out. At the very least, it is going to be a Laguna Blade used for BKB on the other side of the map, so.
Yep. I mean, jeez. The net worth is just so high in favor of Summer's Rift right now. It's really hard for... I mean, they haven't taken Rex, right? They haven't broken the base. There's still always a chance for that big team fight with a Darkseer, Wallvac, onto 5 heroes. They're waiting out the Aegis, so they're not going to have that for quite some time. Brax, he's got an ulti orb. What does he go for? The Sheepstick could always be good. I actually think Lincoln's would be a little bit better, personally. Slap that onto your Slark, and it's a little bit more difficult to actually get the Fiend's Grip onto him if he doesn't have the Dark Pack ready. I think that might actually be a little bit better.
Either choice, I think, is fine in this situation. There's so much to deal with, though, on the side.
He's going to go Sheep. Okay. I mean, there's never anything wrong with Sheep, but I think Lincoln's could have been fun.
You could have hexed that Lina, too, before she gets her Laguna Blade off. That might be huge.
Yeah, well, I've been noticing them trying to prioritize, like, charges onto Lina.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because she has no escape. Now she has a Glimmer Cape, I guess. Do they have sentries ready for that? That could be important.
She gets hexed up, it might
they
not
don't
matter.
right now, actually.
I think a BKB for her also would be nice, but again, supports, it'll take some time to get there. That is a Lincoln Sphere coming up for the Sandy. So, it's not the Quid of Pain getting it, it's Demon getting it instead.
Sure, that's
What else
fine.
can he get, though, at this situation? He could go Refresher, theoretically.
Assault Caress.
Yeah, actually, that's an item I never think about on Sand King, honestly. You're just like, really, AC? But yeah.
He's a strength hero, and his HP right now is up to 2200, so.
Yeah, it could work out real well if we were able to go for that item. I mean, this game could go long enough. I say long enough, it's only 36 minutes in. It doesn't feel like 36 minutes in, but...
Because look at all the items people are producing. Sand King at 36 minutes as your 4 is got Blink, Lincoln's BKB Veil.
Demon
Level
is
20.
Demon is no longer the 4 in this game. Demon is the 1, it feels like, honestly.
Well, 2. Or 3, something rather.
They're going to jump in on Omega Poner. They're going to charge him. Nether Strike's going to go through. They can't get the charge. They go for the Leshrac instead. There's going to be a Dark Pack coming out. They get the huge wall up. Epicenter coming in. Can they get a couple of kills off this? Doesn't really do that much damage. Laguna onto Demon. He's getting chased away. They do get the kill on the Leshrac. The wall's still up and ready to fight. Demon's got a Sandstorm. They can't find him. And now Fly in trouble. Charge further. They're looking for Swan. He's trying to TP away. He can't make it out. He says no. He'll fall. No buyback for him. And they're at the shadow of the Tier 3 tower. That might be the fight. It's only 2 supports coming out, but there's a lot of cooldown spent on both sides, really. Well, that's the biggest thing.
That was their Lesh, though, and he popped his BKB, so pretty big kill. And this Spearbreaker is really good in this lineup, too, because, yeah, the BKBs are nice, but still, I mean, Spearbreaker doesn't care about that.
They're going in. BSJ has a Scotty. He has a lot of help with an SNY. They even maimed up Omega Poner with the Scotty, so it's huge. Dark Pack's off that homing missile beautifully. He'll just make it away. They can't breach the high ground. It feels like they're starting to win these fights more and more every time they take them because of the BKBs. These BKBs get low enough, though, you eventually have a Leshrac who's very farmed, and Pulse Nova at level 3 is ridiculous damage with all the other items they have, all the other abilities they have as well.
Yeah, but he's not very farmed. he's sitting at BKB Yules. I guess he's going to go for, what is this? Octarine Core? I mean, Bloodstone this late, actually Bloodstone this late might not be that bad because you're going to want that fast respawn timer.
Yes, he wants to be back up. And maybe even deny himself to would not be bad. Octarine Core, he could go for it.
The thing is he's not doing enough damage, I feel, or staying in the fights long enough for the lifesteal to really do that much. I don't know. It's not that bad, but I think that Bloodstone would be a little bit better. All right, 2 Lincolns now, so they can stack them a little bit. You can use them on separate heroes if they want to. I mean, they have all the tools to win this game, right? This is a 20,000 gold and what's the experience at? Probably something similar.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 30,000 experience.
The game progresses. It's getting more and more in favor of Summer's Rift. It looks like they will, at the very least, be able to take a set of racks soon, or take Roche and then take a set of racks. Like they have, like you said, everything they need on their side. They just have to get into the base. There's been so many fights. The charge in going onto, I think it was the Leshrac, but he's been able to back away and get out in time. And now it looks like they're focusing him a bit more. Him and the Lina, they don't care if the wall gets off. They don't really care about the Gyrocopter that much. He's not doing that much damage, unlike Shredder last night when Not Today were playing them. No Dark Pack for Banana Slam Gemma. He does get split earthed up, but he's going to work on this tower. Lincoln Sphere is going to go. They'll put another one on him as well. They'll get another Lincoln Sphere popped. They'll take down the homing missile. They'll probably wait for the Lincoln Spheres to refresh and then go again.
Which, they got buffed, by the way. It's now to 16-second cooldown instead of a 17. Very minor, but I mean that's a lot of that's actually significant in situations like this.
Yep. Every second counts as they push up to the high ground. Banana Slam Gemma going in. Dark Pack's up. Both Lincolns popped up almost immediately, at least from what I heard.
Was that a? Okay, no, that wasn't Laguna. I was like, what are popping this? It must. Oh, you know what? The lightning spam from Leshrac is pretty nice for popping him.
Yeah.
Because it's 4-second cooldown and it's pretty long range. So that's nice at least.
When does the homing missile pop the Lincolns? When it like
right away, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's pretty nice as well. So for Summer's Rift, they're just trying to find any way into this base. They're like, please, just let us in. All right, we're going to back to first. Screw you guys. We're going to take the Aegis. We're going to get into that high ground one way or another, whether you like it or not. I mean they have so much too.
Their BKBs are still healthy. We got 8, 8, 7 for Slark, a full 10, I think, for the Spearbreaker.
Yep.
CM should get a BKB too, but she's going to go for Lotus Orb.
God,
Wait, she bought a random point booster, so that's a little bit weird.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go Ags.
I mean, Ags is actually amazing on Crystal Maiden, but she
you can
wants
never get that farm.
She wants the Lotus Orb. You know what? Actually, Lotus Orb is kind of sick because you can reflect the homing missile, You can, I mean, they're spamming these spells. You can reflect the lightning, which is going to hit multiple heroes on the other side.
Yeah.
So I actually think it's going to be pretty
You can
decent.
reflect Fiend's Grip. Which
Yeah,
would be
but
that just cancels it, right?
You're going to, if he wants to actually get a full duration Fiend Script, he's got to wait a long time. He's got to be very patient.
Yeah.
And Roshan killed. Is that Cheese as well? Looking around. I
No,
don't
it's
see
the
Cheese.
second Roche.
Okay.
That was just the second one in this 40-minute game, which has felt like an eternity, but it's been a great game so far. Back and forth action. They started out as peaks and valleys, and it's going to conclude possibly with Summer's Rift just having this monumentous lead. The Tier 3 tower getting assaulted up. It can't take much more of a beating. The Glyph will go. Double Lincoln Pop again, I believe, from him as well as from Demon. No, Demon didn't use his yet. Is there any other Lincoln Sphere? I don't believe so. It's the first Lincoln Sphere going. He pops up the second Lincoln Sphere now onto BSJ. Now that gets broken as well. Splitterth will fly. He's got the Aegis. Laguna Blade flying in. Shadow Dance Glimmer Cape to get out. That is Laguna down. And he can just regen right back up. The glory of being a Slark. You got your Shadow Dance. Back up, wait a couple of seconds, then go back to work.
Oh, they should know that there's a ward here. Because he actually ran towards the creeps, but there was a period of time where his ulti wasn't working. They should know that there's a ward there.
Feeble, obviously. I mean, there's just so many tools to use it.
Of course, the Feeble. It's really long range, too.
Yeah. So easy to forget about that ability. But that is some nice damage reduction, 90. That's pretty good.
They're just spamming as much as they can, but and this is really hard. I mean, they're just trying to do what they can to chip at that tower. It's almost dead. But the spam ability from Void Boys is real.
Homing Missile breaks as it hits the target, by the way, as I just noticed. Which is pretty annoying.
Wait, so it doesn't pop Lincolns?
It has to connect with him, and then it breaks the Lincolns.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's like right as the stun is supposed to happen.
Alright, I didn't know that.
Blocks the stun, which is nice. Either way. 25,000 net worth for the Slark coming out. 2.7k gold. He is getting bigger and bigger. Banana Slam Gemma, this is his hero for a reason. This is his most notable, I think, pickup when it comes to being this carry for Summer's Rift. He's played the hero so often, especially at 6.83. Homing Missile goes again, breaks the Lincolns, but again, that shorter cooldown, although only by 1 second, is enough. They can't find a Tier 3 tower. There's already Tier 3 gone on the side of Summer's Rift. That was a while ago, mind you, but time to hold. And this Gyrocopter is getting fatter and fatter as well, but it's going to take a long time before he gets up to close to Banana Slam Jamma.
I mean, I think at some point we're just going to see some Leroy Jenkins plays from Sand King and just, all right, screw this, I'm going in. Just blink in there, stun, get the party started. And then if you need to, they should start buying some bots so that they can
2 buybacks
really
both
force
sides.
this.
There's the Slark, there's the Sand King, Banana Slam Gemma. Laguna Blade goes, he gets Glimmer Cape though, and again, they just can't find the kill. The Lightning Storm doesn't do nearly enough damage, he'll just back away. They get the Tier 3 tower. God, they put a lot of work in to get that Tier 3. Oh my god, they had to do some freaking construction work there. They just had to break it down, demolish it one by one, little by little. They finally got through it. Holy crap, that took forever.
Yep. Oh, mercy, please. I thought Banana Slam Jamma was going to jump there.
Yules is up now. BSJ is going to get Split Earth. There's the Homing Missile. He'll Dark Pact it off. Now Miracle Chipmunk going in. Maybe this is it. Leshrac pops the BKB. They back away. Glyph not available. BSJ vacuumed in. There's no wall to follow up from Poner. Miracle Chipmunk backing away as well. There's the Lincoln Sphere popped up. Now we go in. There's the Epicenter. Mercy Please about to fall. Mega Poner getting right click. The Maeve comes out from the Slark, but he is able to surge away. Not enough though. Looks like he might fall. Does stay alive just at the tail end. Pulse Nova going in, but it's just not enough. They've got to buy back here on this Leshrac. Now the rack's exposed up. The Laguna Blade Whitebeard's going to fall. That is just a CM. She does get her Lotus Orb. She doesn't buy back here, though. Can't bots in or anything like that. Brax is going to be able to blink away. Demon now Sandstorm, but they have detection. Burrows out. LSA not there. No Yules coming out from the Lena. Didn't buy it. And they will back up. They think about going back in again. No Epi. Sonic Wave should be up soon, if not now. It's going to be up in 5. No racks taken yet again. Turns into like a 3-for-1, I believe. Yes, with 2 buybacks on the side of Void Boys.
Yeah, 2 buybacks on... I mean, you can kind of consider Lena a core at this point, so it's really important. I think she's probably one of the most important, if not the most important hero, just because they don't have substantial damage to go through BKBs without her. She's really the only one. But they got some damage. It was the melee rack, so it... Ooh, Refresher Ore picked up here for Sand King.
I don't know how... If you can't finish the game with this item,
yeah,
I'm not sure how you finish the game.
I mean, they're at probably, what,
and no
30k
buybacks.
now? Yeah, just about 30k gold, 30k experience.
There's a butterfly as well not coming out. It actually, Gyro couldn't buy back. That was the reason why. He went butterfly, so he's going all in on this defense next time it comes through. Aegis is going to be reclaimed. Summer's Rift theoretically could wait for another Aegis. Will they? I honestly have no idea. This game is getting out of hand quickly. It feels like every fight for Void Boys has gone downhill since the start of the game. And for Summer's Rift, they gotta be able to kill this building somehow. Assault Kuros, I don't know, get a Necro, do something, get any way to get in there, or just win this next fight, and then you win the game. That's also it.
Yeah, this looks like a refresher as well for, let's see, coming out in the career. I think it's Brax. Wait, no, it's a full Perseverance.
It is a refresher.
Okay. Refresher for him.
Double BKB, double Hex, double ult.
Double ult. Yeah. Double the fun.
Now Schwan and, of course, Mercy Please are going to back up. The BKB now for the Gyrocopter at 6. They finally get the Guardian Greaves up on a Mimic opponent. It took him a while to get there, but he does get it up nonetheless. He went for the BKB first. Now they're going to look for Fly. They get the Hex up. He's going to get surged away. Charge in from Miracle Chipmunk. Tier 3 tower, not that scary, but they will not go in any further.
Oh, he bought the Moon Shards for Slark and consumed them.
Didn't even notice.
Yeah, I didn't notice either.
He's got that passive buff on him.
And he's got DD.
Buyback. Doesn't have buyback, though.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay to buy out items like this when you are pushing.
Yes.
If you're getting pushed on, you want to save for buyback. But when you're pushing, it's okay to expend the gold.
For Mercy Please, though, he clearly said, we're not going to win a fight unless I have a Butterfly, as he bought it right before that last engagement. So
that's a little bit more risky. But I mean, they're down 30K.
You got to do something at this point. Just do anything. They're trying their best. Void Boys crushed that first game. Second game, they got off to a fast start. Even though Lishrak had a really bad mid lane, Brax came in and clutched out some of these lanes, getting a couple of kills. Him, Miracle Chipmunk, and then especially the biggest thing was Demon's Blink Dagger, and it continues to be in this game. Now he's a refresher. He hasn't used it yet. This next fight should be the end, theoretically. Void Boys, I don't think you could withstand 2 Eppies and 2 Sonic Waves with Veil on top of you. It's just not going to happen.
There could be some way if, like, they freakishly, you know, manage to pop enough Lincolns on Banana Slam Jamma, he dives in and gets Fiend's Grip.
Well, hold that thought. Now they're going to go on to Bane. He's going to get blown up Sonic Wave, double Sonic Wave. They're about to lose their Leshrac. They're about to lose their Lena. That's a great wall. Epicenter came through. Banana Slam Jamma's taking a lot of damage. That illusion going to work. Meanwhile, the Laguna Blade coming out as well. 3 down, 4 down. It's going to be all 5. And despite a good start to that fight, it is going to be Summer's Rift wiping them, forcing out the buyback of the only one that has it besides the Gyrocopter. It is going to be Omega Opponent back into the game. Might they be able to finally take this Rax? TP in for the Gyro. Omega Opponent is going to walk through. No wall. Burrow out onto Mercy Please. He's got no BKB. They don't have Slark. He's down for 76 seconds.
Oh, look, he's going to reflect it. Oh, it went away.
No, yeah.
Darn it. He ran backwards towards it, and he's like, wait, crap, it went away. Thought he was going to Lotus Orb that missile right back to him. So they finally did it and forced out 2 more buybacks. So they're slowly getting it. It's crazy to see them, how hard they have to try with this just gargantuan lead they have. But, I mean, the spam ability is there from Void Boys, I suppose.
If they had any hero that could take towers or take buildings easier, I think this game would just be gone.
Yeah, that is the problem, right? They don't have very good siegers. But, I mean, dude, they're up 30K. They should find a way eventually to get this done. Buybacks now are on cooldown for 2 big heroes. Lesh, he's been sitting at the same items for quite some time with 12 deaths. He just hasn't been able to find too much progression. Lena, she's kind of been in the same boat. Glimmer Cape Ags. That's about it.
Is Rapier an item you think about for Mercy Please?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course.
Is he ever going to get there is the real question.
Probably not.
No, I don't think so. Not with the way this game is going.
Maybe this is just a casual Mask of Death, but yeah, I think if you can save every penny for that Rapier, that might be the only ticket into this game. I mean, let's look at the bright side, if there is one, for Void Boys, which is BKBs are now finally low. 5-second cooldown for Brax, although he has 2 of them, so it's always going to be technically 10.
So does Demon.
Demon has 2 5-seconds.
Spearbreaker has an 8-second.
Slark has 6 seconds.
6 seconds. But he also has 2 Lincoln Sphere on him at all times, not to mention a Glimmer Cape if they want
Well,
it.
no, actually he has like 5 Lincolns on him, because you can keep doing it if you want to. Wait, no, sorry. It'll be 1 for him, 2 from Demon, if he actually does that.
And then Glimmer Cape, Lotus Orb, you name it, Banana Slam Jamma is probably not dying. Although he did die in that last fight somehow.
Slark illusions from, or just extra illusions from the wall.
Yeah, he walked through it a couple of times. He was kind of stuck in there, it felt like. He's going to go for a Demon Edge, which should, I think, be at an MKB because there is that butterfly up for the gyrocopter. No surprises there, and he can afford to buy these. Like you said, you can be. It's not really risky since you have such a commanding lead, and they can't really push in because every wave is going at your base right now.
Yeah, Demon's actually sitting here at Roche, and it's going to spawn here in just a couple seconds. You can easily afford to just spend items when you're pushing because it's even if they did win a huge team fight and you can't buy back, if they win it, they're probably low, right? They probably take a ton of damage. They have to go and regen for a couple. That takes about 15 seconds.
Right.
Then you have to push out waves. It'll take you a long time to actually get structural damage done, so it's totally fine to buy out.
Void Boys, they will not be able to contest this Roche. There is absolutely no way. They are confined to their base like it's a prison, and honestly, it really is at this point. They're getting closer and closer to items. They're getting closer and closer to buyback, too. Fly has his now. Leshrek has his. So every time there's a fight and they don't take a Rax or they don't take a building, that buyback keeps on chugging, man. And it keeps on getting closer and closer to them having the money for it as well. Smoke is a little bit too late. Roche is already completed. I mean, it's just, will they keep going on the smoke? They might be able to find Demon, actually. They have a Blink Tap. The Glimmer Cape's going to go. They need an LSA. They will find it on the Demon. Laguna Blade's going to go. They will catch him. The Feast Grip as well. That Laguna almost got Lincoln's up, but I'm not sure what. I think it was the Enfeeble actually coming out from the Bane. And that will do it. They'll get the kill. He's down for 90 seconds with no buyback, and I think maybe you have to wait now for Summer's Rift.
Yeah, you probably do, actually. I mean, Demon's been, I think, all in all, the most important player on the side of Summer's Rift. Maybe, obviously, now it's the Slark, but they've been giving him, honestly, the royal treatment this game. You know, constant Lincolns. They gave him so much space in the early mid-game. I mean, he has had a rough-ass time in the top lane, but as soon as the items came out, like you said, Blink on Sand King, they just ran around with Quap. Got some good kills with charges.
There it is.
Oh, he finally got it, huh?
He got it. Finally got there. The Octarine Core. You've got the spell Lifesteal. You got the reduced cooldown of all spells and items by 25%.
That's a 3-second cooldown Lightning Storm. I wonder if that'll come into play.
That's nice. Oh, it updates.
Yeah.
That's pretty nifty.
That's, I mean, it's a great item for him. It might be a little bit too late, though. I mean, it's definitely too late. They're down 35, almost 40k, at this point.
I don't know, man. Anything is possible.
Although, you know what? Maybe Montpax has this. I don't know if they actually have throws and stats, but I remember a game once where Summer's Rift threw away like a 35,000 gold lead.
Yep.
Remember this? I forget which game it was, but I remember it was like the biggest throw ever. Could it happen here? There's a slight chance.
He has all sorts of statistics when it comes down to net worth and how much you're behind and like buildings as well. So I think he's got that under control. We'll see if he can get it before the end of this game, which might be soon.
Yeah, Demon Bots is in.
They're ready to go.
They're ready to go.
They're going to jump forward. They're going to find out Mercy Please. He's going to get hexed up. They'll jump through. Sonic Wave onto one. Refreshes. Sonic Wave again. Now they jump and they get the Bane on the other side of things. Mercy Please trying just to fight, trying to get away. Taking so much. The call down goes, there's the wall. There's going to be the Shadow Dance. Miracle Chipmunk in trouble. He's going to fall. Banana Slam Gemma. He's got that Aegis though. Epicenter, a bit of a swing and a miss from Demon, but it's all the same at this point. There's no buyback of the gyro. He is dead for 106 seconds. Wall is now going to be down. Leshrac is dead for 63. Cliff's going to go, but this has to be it, man. LSA is going to fly into Brax. They don't have the Laguna. They already used it. There's the Iron Shell going through. God, they just can't take buildings, man. It takes so much vacuum into the wall. Banana Slam Gemma has to be careful. So does Brax. Dragon Slave goes through. They just can't even take it. Demon is going to work on the top tier 3. He's a frickin' sand king. He doesn't have the most right click in the world. He's got goddamn pincers. He's not able to get much done. Then Slam Gemma finally walks back in. He's got his SMY going. He's going to get Glimmer Caped up, and they're looking for more. Fly is just standing there, and he's going to take that punishment. He'll Glimmer Cape, and he'll get away.
There's an ulti again from the Crystal Man.
Whitebeard
does literally nothing.
What are you doing, man?
Doesn't matter. They finally broke the base. That's double Rax now. It's going to be a BKB in mid from Demon, who's just attacking the Rax, not really doing much with that. Rax die up top. No gyro. He has buyback actually in like, I think 2 seconds or 10 seconds right now. Ulti
Demon
coming out from Lina.
Bean's grip. They will get Whitebeard low, but not nearly enough. And oh my god, see you later. Mr. Bane, you are dead as hell. Omega Poner finds the kill on Whitebeard with his Iron Shell. And that is just GG. It took 55 minutes. Game probably should have been over at 30. But Summer's Rift will even up the series 1 apiece. Oh my god.
Well, what do you say? That was like the longest 25-minute game ever? It seriously was. Took them a long time to close out a game that really they had from like, I don't want to say the 20-something minute mark. Finally did it. They had really no base push, so you can't harp on them too much.
Yeah.
And they, at the same time, you had some amazing defense mechanisms from Void Boys with constant spam from Lena. Lena Lesh, man, they just spam out constantly. The flat cannon, the threat of Darkseer also with the wall vac is pretty scary. But they finally did it, right?
I mean, you could have all the team fight in the world, but it's going to take you 50 minutes to break that base with that kind of lineup. Unless you get real lucky, you win a team fight, they don't have buyback. They constantly had buyback from Void Boys. I don't want to harp on this game too much. It's a 55-minute game. We've got one more game to go here for WCA America tonight. It is going to be Summer's Rift versus Void Boys, our third game. Winner moves on to face up against NAR V2 tomorrow. Loser goes home. Very important. With that being said, I'm Mott. He's Tralf. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, @MottDota, @TralfDota. We will jump into a quick break. Stick around for our third and last game of the night here as we jump in. See you guys soon.